Sonic Unleashed is a personal favourite of mine. To this day, it still holds the title as being one of the most polished and visually stunning games in the franchise to many fans. It's like the Miss Universe of Sonic games.
I remember being 9 years old and always running to the TV whenever I heard the commercial come on. That speed of light, power of night tagline is burned into the very folds of my brain. There's a lot to love about Unleashed. The high-speed gameplay, the gorgeous locales, the interactions with NPCs, the medal collecting if you're a masochist. But one of Sonic Unleashed's most defining and beloved aspects is its soundtrack. Tomoya Ohtani was once again assigned the role of sound director, and he and his team gave Unleashed arguably the most cinematic score a Sonic game has ever received. Each environment takes inspiration from real-world locations, and the music follows suit, with locations like Chunan and Missouri implementing more traditional instruments such as the uru and bamboo flute. Unleashed has many incredible compositions, but if there's one song that has truly left a lasting impression on fans, it's the game's main theme, Endless Possibility. This song has long been one of the most popular tracks in Sonic's library of music, often taking the #1 spot as many fans' absolute favourite among the franchise's many vocal themes. It's easy to see why. The song is a certified banger, and it has some of the most inspirational lyrics found in a Sonic song which many, like myself, really resonate with. Being such a popular song, it was inevitable that multiple versions would pop up from time to time. Greetings humans, I'm AidenAtorX, and today we're taking a look at all the different versions of Endless Possibility.
Starting with the Java version. Oh, blimey, that's cold.
Yes, you heard me correctly. Despite the fact that Nintendo DS and PlayStation Portable, two very successful handhelds, were right there waiting to receive some low poly Hedgehog action, Sega decided that a sprite-based demake for your mum's old Nokia was just what the doctor ordered.
I said I wanted Nokia Alfredo.
This unique port came with MIDI versions of a handful of songs from the main game, which means they sound like a mosquito on helium. Among the small selection was a very short, and rather crushed, MIDI version of Endless Possibility that played over the final boss, against Eggman in Savannah Citadel? What the hell is this game? This version of the song is purely instrumental, obviously, and only consists of the opening riff and the chorus, after which it loops back and repeats. It actually sounds pretty cool for a MIDI track, but thank goodness is it short. Okay, I'll stop teasing. Let's take a look at the original version. Despite the fact that the rest of Unleashed soundtrack was going in a more orchestral direction, Ohtani-san kept the punk rock feel of the adventure era alive when composing Endless Possibility. There's a lot of fast-paced electric guitar work, upbeat drums, a kick-ass solo, the works. When it was time to put pen to paper, Jared Reddick of Bowling for Soup was brought in to write the song's lyrics, and to lend his vocals to the project. If you don't know who Bowling for Soup are, they're the guys that wrote the song 1985 and the theme song for Phineas and Ferb. I am just now realizing that there's probably some people out there who haven't heard of either of those, so I'm going to move on before I have another existential crisis. One of my personal favourite parts of the song is the bridge, where the song breaks down into a heavier style of rock in reference to the more animal-like werehog, which really should be called the wolf hog, before bouncing back into one of the coolest guitar solos found in a Sonic song. Unfortunately, due to certain rights and licensing issues, the original version has only ever seen a physical release on Sonic Unleashd's Planetary Pieces soundtrack, with its last in-game appearance being as an unlockable in Sonic Generations. Next up, we have the... Who's whistling?
Oh, That's just me.
You can talk?
Of course I can talk. What do you think I am, a Crossworld DLC character?
You're plastic.
And no one's gonna believe you!
Phew, I must have forgotten to take my meds again.
Wow! Dude, over 20 years of being a fan? And that's how you're gonna treat me?
Yeah, well, the real Sonic wouldn't be this much of a prick.
Hey man, I'm just following the script.
The script. What are you here for?
To tell you that there's a short version of Endless Possibility!
Short version? What short version?
Well, you see, if you leave the start screen idling for a while, a short cinematic starts playing which transitions into this sort of music video with this short version of Endless Possibility playing over it.
I never knew that was there. I suppose the more accurate name would be the title version, though.
It's true! The first minute or so of the song is the same as the OG, but then after the first chorus, it goes straight to the second part of the bridge! Then the solo, and then the final chorus!
I see it now, it's always been inside of me. And now I feel so free, and this possibility. You'll lose your speed, you lose when you fall. But inside me's a power you'll never know. And let it out, it's inside you. Better all stand back, cause I'm coming. Possibility. And this possibility.
Well, that was interesting. I did not know that was in the game. That was a cool bit of trivia this time, and he's gone. Typical. Anyway, let's see what the next version is. The orchestral version.
Orcas? Where?
Sonic 06 started a trend of using an orchestral rendition of the game's main theme for its final boss fight. Sonic Unleashed followed this trend with the track Super Sonic vs. Dark Gaia. Having this play while you're flying around a Super Sonic with the Gaia Colossus duking it out with Dark Gaia will always be a highlight of the series, even if I kinda like the Wii version a little bit more. Sonic actually fights Dark Gaia himself in that one, but I digress. According to the Sonic Wiki, it's a common misconception that this track was performed by the Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra like some other pieces were. In reality, the track was created almost entirely with synthesizers by Tomoyo Otani and Hideaki Kobayashi. Not sure why they went with a synthesized orchestra instead of a real one though for this track. Keen ears might be able to pick out certain places where it's most notably synthesized, but it's an epic arrangement nonetheless.
You know, all this talk of traveling around the world to put the globe back together all while fighting Lovecraftian monsters, those are some pretty high stakes for a song to be attached to. So how about we lower those stakes a little bit?
By going ice skating!
Endless Possibility was also featured in Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games on Nintendo DS. In the Ultimate Figure Skating Dream event, there are 3 choices of music, one of which is a Sonic medley, and Endless Possibility is the first song to be used in said medley. It's a very short version, coming in only about 30 seconds, has a fraction of the first verse and the full chorus before going on to the next song. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm going back out on the ice.
Hey, remember Sonic Runners?
I do.
Well, Sonic Runners had numerous different events during its 1-year life cycle. One such event was themed around Sonic Unleashed, and a shortened version of Endless Possibility played during gameplay for the event's duration. It uses the original instrumental created by Tomohiro Otani, but replaces Jared's vocals with an electric guitar. The song also completely omits the second verse and bridge, instead going straight into the solo after the first chorus. In 2021, fans were treated to the Sonic Symphony, a concert celebrating 30 years of the Blue Fuzzball. The show included a performance of Endless Possibility, completely re-recorded and with a full orchestra ensemble a la the Philharmonic Orchestra of Prague. The newly recorded guitars and keyboards are fantastic, but the addition of violins, cellos, clarinets, bassoons, tubas, and all the other beautiful instruments breathes so much new life into an already amazing song. Nathan Sharp, known online as Nate Wants to Battle, was also brought in to record the vocals, and he absolutely nailed it.
I see it now, it's always been inside of me. Now I feel so free. And there's possibility. And there's possibility. And there's possibility.
The Symphony also performed the Supersonic vs. Dark Gaia version as part of the Sonic Unleashed medley. Finally, released on Sonic Unleashed 17th anniversary as a collaborative effort with Punk Rock Factory and Wheatus, we have the 2025 remix. This brand new arrangement finally saw Jared Reddick reprising his role as vocalist for the song. This version feels much, much faster and a lot heavier than the original track. It leans heavy into the punk rock sound with a lot of stops and halftime parts, and almost going full metal in the bridge segment. The guitar solo is also completely new.
I see it now, it's always been inside of me. And now I feel so free. There's possibility. And there's possibility. And there's possibility. And there's possibility. And there's possibility. Ow!
And that was all the official versions of Endless Possibility. To be honest, I'm a little surprised at how few there were this time. But given the situation with the rights and stuff, I guess it's not that surprising. As always, I'll be leaving links in the description for you to check out all these versions in full. I've been AidenAtorX, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye!
Hey everyone, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I just wanted to give a special thank you and shout out to SunkySilly for agreeing to cameo in this episode as the voice of Sonic. If you're into 16-bit styled remixes of your favourite songs from Sonic the Hedgehog, Mega Man and more, go check out and subscribe to Sunky's channel if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.